family, friends, community members, welcome to the elementary B-Band concert. My name is Terry Ford. I am the Parkside Elementary Principal. Here with me this evening is Eric Minka. He is the Coburn Elementary Principal. Ms. Phillips and Ms. Martin send their best wishes to all of you. They will be here on Thursday evening. We have another concert on Thursday evening. I'd like to welcome all of you. Also, our Assistant Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Gregg, is here this evening. We are in for a very exciting concert. I saw this concert earlier this week, and I can tell you that the boys and girls up here, all of them, were just fantastic. They did an outstanding performance this past week at our school. Boys and girls, I wish you well. I know you're going to do a wonderful performance this evening. You've been working very hard all year long, and I know that tonight you're going to show what you know and have a fabulous performance, so good luck with everything. Mr. Pignataro and Mr. Sidnicki, thank you very much for your time with our students, and without further ado, here is Shannon.
Opens our concert with a song called Midnight Mission. The song is designed to reflect a late-night adventure in which people are heard sneaking around. These midnight spies find many obstacles during their search. Some sounds funny while others super serious. We play for you Midnight Mission.
Madness is a song that reflects those supposed to be peaceful nights that turn out to be very crazy. Any parent or student who knows what it's like to have a baby in the house knows just what we mean.
This song is part of a concert set of songs which is related to the first song we play. We hope you enjoy Midnight Madness.
Sakura is a Japanese word for the cherry blossom tree. This tree blooms with beautiful pink flowers and is very popular in Japan. And also in Washington, D.C., where the Japanese gave trees to the United States as a gift in the early 1900s.
The tree symbolizes clouds because of the way they look when they bloom. Our song, Sakura, Sakura, has a clear Japanese song because it uses mostly 5 notes. We traveled to Japan to play for you. Ode to Joy is the popular title given to the tune in Beethoven's Ninth Symphony. The Ninth Symphony is so important because it was the first piece to combine chorus and orchestra.
It continues to be important today because you can hear the tune in movies, TV shows, and in church hymns. Beethoven fun fact. He was messy and his room looked like Mr. Piantero's desk. He couldn't be bothered with clean or stylish clothes. When his clothes became too dirty and disgusting, his friends took them away during the night and brought new ones. Beethoven never noticed the difference. We hope you love our version of Ode to Joy.
Hard Rock Blues is our encore piece, a fun rock song that we all really like to play. It uses a regular blues harmony style.
We end our portion of the concert with this song as we turn it over to the Aston and Coburn B Band. We'll be back later to play an encore.
and gentlemen, my name is Nick Pignataro. I'm the band director at Pennell and Parkside Elementary Schools. We're going to ask for two quick things. One, that you'll be patient with me as I thank just a few people. Also, that you will also be patient with me. Musicians are notoriously forgetful, and you can see that I forgot a jacket this evening. And I know you're all talking. That boy is not even wearing a jacket for this concert. I'm sorry, but next year I promise to bring a jacket. The second thing I want to thank is, first of all, for our students at Pennell and Parkside who have an incredible amount of energy and enthusiasm. They'll be back to play another song, but could we please give a round of applause to our students in the Pennell Parkside School? We'd like to thank some terrific people. Dr. Steinhoff, who's our superintendent of schools, and Mr. Gregg, who's our assistant superintendent, also the entire board of directors, and all the people in the administrative team that help us out. I also am very lucky to work with two terrific building principals, Mrs. Terry Ford, who's here, Miss Eileen Martin, who supports us at Pennell, and these two people put up with me every day, and these kids. Playing lots of sounds and making school into a chaotic, loud place. But that's where music grows. So we would like to thank those people as well, the teachers, and then students. Can we give our 3-second foot applause for our parents, guardians, and friends? 1, 2, 3. That foot applause is for you, and thanking you for bringing them to morning rehearsals and to listening to the practicing and all of that. We're about to turn the program over to the Aston Coburn Band. As we do that, we're going to take a few quiet minutes to switch the bands around, and then the whole band will be back to play a very, very special song. So in just about 2 minutes or so, the Aston Coburn Band will play for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you on behalf of Nicholas and myself. We welcome you again to our combined Pendelco Elementary B Theater Band. It's always exciting to think about the progress that the students have made throughout the year. And in thinking about it, when you do the math, if they've only had about, say, even 30 weeks of instruction, 30 weeks at about a half hour, that's only about 15 total hours worth of instruction that these very exceptional young men and women in front of you have done to prepare their concert for you. So very, very surprising, shocking, something to think about as we continue to listen to the Aston Coburn. The first thing that we did for you is something that we start out our year. We do something that was coined by Ed Gordon, research done by Ed Gordon in the music learning theory that was also then further on developed with James Frosseth. And one of the tunes that we've done was called Major Duple. And something that we learned first is the melody. Then we learned the bass line to go along with that, to learn about harmony. Then we learned about balance between those two things to make them both sound equal. But then we also took that the next step further and started to write our own songs. And the first solo that we have for you today is a student-written solo by Nicholas, and it's entitled Grease. For you is a tune called Fanfare and March. It starts off with a very brief fanfare, only 8 measures long, and then it turns into the march. You're going to hear an A section followed by what's called the dog fight, titled after aerial fighting with close-range airplanes, followed by a repeat of the A section. This again is called Fanfare and March. going to play a tune called Pierrot. Popular tune. We're going to have Abby, Caitlin, and Baba playing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Our next tune for you is a tradition of the Aston Coburn Ensemble. It is a tune that is also known as Rock and Roll Part 2, which is an instrumental. The first one has it having vocals. Second part, Rock and Roll Part 2, something that you might hear at a stadium as well. I know we play that up here at Sun Valley. This is the Hey Song. has not really a great title to it, so we're just going to refer as number 19 because that's where it falls in our method book. And this is going to be performed by Mackenzie. Our next one, also a popular one, is going to be Brooke and Devin playing Mary Had a Little Lamb. Our next tune for you is a tune called Inception. It's in the minor mode. It's probably, I would say, the one that's most forceful on our program for tonight. And again, this is called Inception. Our next solo that we have for you is Tyler, who's going to play a tune called Doodle All Day. Next, we're going to have the Star Wars theme played by Christian and Charlotte. Our next tune is going to have a little fiesta flavor for you. It's called BB Does Latin Rock. It'll feature some typical Latin percussion, such as the claves and the maracas. This is BB Does Latin Rock. Our next soloist, it's actually going to be an encore performance of Hard Rock Blues, played by Grace. final soloist, we're going to have Evie. As I always call her Evie, but it's Evie, and she's going to play the Imperial March. I wish that I could take complete credit for Evie. She has been taking private lessons, and as you can tell, private lessons are huge for a really fast growth with students on their instrument. So if you happen to have the chance, please look into a private instructor on your child's instrument. We do have a private instructor list that if you'd like to give us either Mr. Pignataro or myself an email, we'd be glad to share that with you. And so if you think that might be something, even if it's just over the summer, so that your son or daughter can continue receiving instruction, that is something that you could look into and is very helpful. Our final tune is called Batter Up. It has somewhat of a baseball theme to it. The first thing you're going to hear is this little paraphrased "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." After that, we're going to have some things, sound effects that'll be the wind up, and you're actually going to hear part of it. Where's our ratchet? Go ahead and let the audience hear the ratchet. So that is the wind up, and then over on the slapstick, we're going to have the striking of the ball against the bat. Okay? So something to listen for. And there also is a story to go along with this, and I would love to introduce to you our narrator for the evening, Mr. Eric Kaminka.
Don't they sound good? Don't they sound good? Give these boys and girls an applause. Baseball fans, we're broadcasting live from the old ballpark where your hometown Batterheads are being beaten like a drum by the visiting Mallets. The Batterheads are down to their last out, trailing 3-0. This is the Mallets pitcher, Bobby Beethoven's 9th inning of work. Stepping up to the plate for the Batterheads is the right fielder, Rusty Reed. Here's the windup. Sharp single to left, and the runner's on first. Now up the catcher, Buzzin' Bach. The mouthpiece for the Batterheads. Here's the windup. Batterheads now have runners on first and second with Sweet Tone Hornman of Elkhart, Indiana coming to the plate. And here's the windup. Shot up the middle for the natural lefty. The bases are loaded for the cleanup hitter, Babe Ruthless. And the Batterhead fans are trilling with excitement. Here's the windup. Beethoven's first pitch was a classic. Strike one. Beethoven's second, and it's strike two. Beethoven's third will be a heroic if it's a strike. This one belongs to the Batterheads.
All right, before we transition for our final tune, I'd also like to extend the same thank yous as Mr. Pignataro. Thank you so much to our superintendent, Dr. Steinhoff, our assistant superintendent, Mr. Gregg, my two school principals, Mr. Kaminka and Mrs. Phillips, who do everything in their power to make sure that the students in front of you have what they need in order to be successful. And then last but not least, thank you to the families for everything that you do to ensure that your child is studying music education. At this point, we're going to invite the Parkside Panel Stage to Parkside Panel Band take the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, the first time ever the Pendelco School District All Elementary B Band playing Let's Go Band.